Hello and welcome to the Code Red Dev blog. I've gotten quite a bit done since my last video, just without the time to sit down and record something to share with y'all. Today, let's talk about the last major portions of the ZFX game engine, networking and camera work. The networking portion of Zerbst and Duval's book was, I have to say, quite a bit lower level than I expected. The stuff we're talking here is a wrapper class around the WinSock networking components provided with Windows. And while I'm familiar with the basic concepts of protocols and packets and the like, it was nice that the book offered a refresher on the basic building blocks of networking that haven't changed all that much in the intervening years since the book was written, except for some details like IPv6. Unfortunately, the code examples provided were abstract to say the least, so this class is something that I'll have to go back to a few times to fully understand. The next small chapter after networking dealt with the positioning and movement of a camera, the point from which the player will be viewing the game, and the reference point for figuring out what to render. The book does a solid job going over the high level of what a camera should be expected to do, and then covers a couple different systems for implementing a camera. There's a free-moving camera for things like spaceflight games, and a basic first-person shooter style camera. A third-person camera was also mentioned, but left as an exercise to the reader. It was quite interesting to see some of the differences in the math between the two camera examples. The extra constraints, for instance, that must be placed on the movement of a first-person viewpoint in order to prevent Gimbal-Lock. The math and collision detection for third-person is even more challenging, and it's easy to see when going through the simple examples of first-person and free-moving why so many games fall down on all the little edge cases that third-person cameras generate. This would definitely be a system that would require a great deal of iteration and testing cycles to get right. And I'm happy to say I've completed even more work than I'm talking about here, but in the interest of keeping this video short, I'm going to save that progress for another entry in this blog. It is done though, so those videos should be coming soon. So next time, expect me to share my progress on the algorithms and data structures used for scene management. Until then, thanks for watching. If you have suggestions or corrections for me, please leave them in the comments. And if you like what I'm doing, I'd really appreciate it if you share and subscribe. And until then, I'll see you next time.